day 67 of secret hunting. I am just more confused now. I'm just more confused. I don't even know what I want to focus on. I really want to focus on the laboratory. I think that'll be the next goal of just severely grinding it out. Because, yeah, we have a lot of open trunks in there. I'm excited to get this filled up and go swimming or whatever in there. Alright, let's just start, I guess. The green memos in boxes near this box are both lies. The sanctum key is not in a box, it's buried. So that's a lie. Green memos are lies. So that's a lie. I don't know. I'm just happy to unlock stuff, quite honestly. The only blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. Wait. Only one blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. Again, I don't care. We're just using keys. Ooh, this box contains 3 allowance tokens. That's true. It did. Yay! Alright, so we are in need of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more keys? 7? 7 more keys? Alright. Not bad. We have no keys. That is locked. We can go nowhere else. Let's call it a day. Okay, laboratory. Here we go. It's set to standard? Are you sure? Is it the boiler room that's not standard? Interesting. Maybe the boiler room isn't standard. Alright, well this is our shot again. We have 1 chance to redo it. We didn't get it. God, this is tough. This is really tough. And we had the breaker box as a choice. Let's get keys. At the very least, we're doing reservoir foundation runs. At the very least. There's the boiler room. There's the boiler room. Oh, yeah. You are going to be down to standard. That's... honestly, I'm changing you to commonplace. I'm changing you to commonplace for the time being. At this point, we have workshop, security, and laboratory. Oh, so we got all the doors. You're unusual. I'm okay with you being unusual, because you need stuff to happen before you can be useful. So I'm okay. Breaker box. Yeah. You're set to standard. That's fine. This gives you an antechamber lever. This gives you an antechamber lever. Interesting. I was wondering what the little side doors would do. So on a positive note, we did get the boiler room set to 1 notch less rare. So that should really help in our future endeavors of trying to spawn it. But I still think having the perk where you can redraw or some dice, like you gotta have that because you only got 1 shot. Alright, I don't know what else the box containing allowance tokens. Is this all for allowance tokens? and the sanctum key, and that's all that's in here. The pink boxes do not contain any prizes. Well, so far we've gotten 2 prizes, and I'm starting to think that was all the prizes that are down here. All boxes marked by sun contain memos that are true. And you're blue, so you're telling the truth. Pink boxes marked by sun always contain blue memos, which is the truth. Green memos in white boxes are lies. You're a lie. Yeah, the sanctum key wasn't in a white box. All right. Are we? Is this it? Is this our last one? All for the allowance tokens and the sanctum key, which we got? Yeah. Only 1 box in the reservoir has a prize. I mean, I guess if you don't consider a sanctum key a prize, that's true. Wait. Nope. I think that's it. I think that's all of the boxes. So we got what was needed in the boxes before we unlocked all of them. But it's good that we unlocked all of them, because otherwise I would have remembered. I would have been wondering. I would have wondered. So now we want to fill the reservoir up like halfway. And we want to get those swim trunks from the gift shop. So we need 40 gold. I would like to do a freezer if at all possible. So let's just, can we look down? Can we double check? I'm seeing only open boxes. We got them all. Like Pokemans. Okay. So no keys left. Okay, we can end the run right here and freeze our accounts, which I think I'm gonna do. Because I really want to get those swim trunks. Detector shovel. I want to make this. Oh, broken lever plus shovel. I want to make this dowsing rod. It looks like a fishing pole. While drafting, dowsing rod points towards rooms that may contain more items today than usual. Interesting. Do I have a coat check? I don't have a coat check. Alright, we can't do anything with that, but that's interesting. Interesting. Okay, we're making stuff though. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go and go back to the gift shop and get the swim trunks. That's step 1. I want to swim. So, the way it says it just quote unquote looks nice makes me think that it doesn't just look nice. I don't know. I want to do a pair of trunks, always handy for swimming. Just be sure to bring some keys. I think that's a reference to the wet reservoir. So maybe if you don't want to empty the reservoir all the way, you could use the swim trunks to get down there. But it makes me think that you can swim through that like tunnel thing. We can't, unlock dare mode. These are these other things that we can't do. Okay, well, we're doing swim trunks. Purchased. All right. So now, when we get the pool, we'll be able to check those out. Laboratory. Sweet. I gotta do it. I gotta do it just because, like, why not? Maybe we'll get really lucky. We do have a redraw floor plan. Maybe we'll get super lucky and we'll get the boiler room. We did not get super lucky. We did not get the boiler room. We actually got really terrible options. Pool. There it is. Can I rotate? the pool? Yes, give us better things. All right. Oh, swim trunks. Swim trunks. It has nothing to do with that. We could get the pump room though. Cool. We could drain, I mean, we can drain it right now. What did we just do to the reservoir? Okay. We made it. Okay, so it needs to do a little more. Now, hold on. Can I swim? Maybe I can also swim, and it wasn't just a pun. No. Okay, so how are we supposed to get... Where does the boat go? Does the boat go there? If we were then to go get the boat and swish it over? The boat would be like here. So we need like what, 2 more? 1 more? Can I walk down into it? No, I have to drain it completely. Okay. The reservoir has to be all but 1 to get the boat over. That's where the reservoir has to be to get the boat over. So we have to do that anyway, actually. We got to do that anyway, actually. But we'll go down and double check. Oh, we didn't need keys at all. Okay, so I wonder if this is randomized or if this is what it always is. Pretty, that's a pretty okay. We actually can take the reservoir down a little bit more. So let's go look at what we did to the reservoir. All right. If we're not really doing anything, we might as well do this. Okay, we can do the clock tower. Tomorrow you'll start with a key for every clock room you draft today. These are all run enders. The casino seems kind of fun. You gain 10 steps. We don't have an issue with steps typically. But let's do dormitory. There are 2. These are small sleeping quarters. Study and sleep, rinse and repeat. Each time you enter a dormitory after drafting a room, you gain 10 steps. Well, this will cost 2. A buy-in of 2 gems is required for admittance. You know what? We're getting lots of coins. We're getting lots of gems. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun for once. Yeah, boat is accessible. Okay, so now we can go through the fountain, but the tunnel is covered. So if the boat comes over here, will it go down to where that like really puzzles me. Will the boat go down to a level where we can get into it? I don't know. Either way, we got to get the boat across to even find that out. So, do we call it a day? We can go nowhere except down in the fountain, but we don't really need to go down there. We can't make our little thing, so we're going to call it a day. So the goal now is to make that thing that lights candles and light all those candles in that room that in the tomb, which I didn't really know what that was. So that'll be the goal. But that'll be a goal for next time. That's where we'll end it up for today. More secrets. I kind of like this lower stakes version of the game where you're just trying to figure stuff out and not so worried about getting to the antechamber and getting to the end. So I will see y'all next time for more secrets from Blueprints. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.